Hello, this should be the Monday workout, but it's officially Tuesday, so time management skills yet again. All right, unless you have a real specific reason to watch this video, it's more than likely a waste of your time, so please don't. I'd hate to be responsible for you wasting time. But if you do have a specific reason to watch this video, yeah, this is the workout. This is me being accountable and putting myself out into the world. And this is the warm-up. So go through the process of the warm-up on upper one day. Warm-up is five things. 3 L-shaped chin-ups, 4 glide downs. Then there is 13 push-ups with the little push-up things going on a little extra lower and trying to put a nice apex at the time to try to keep my back straight. The 4th thing is 7 just squats. The 5th thing is just little bends, bendovers or whatever. Let's get to it. L-shaped chin-ups. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I kept my L straight, but it's a warm-up. Unless you want to rock back and forth, standing a little bit in front of the bar, as long as you don't bash your head into the bar for the glide downs, is a good idea. 1, 2. See if I was behind the bar. A lot of rocking. And also the leg thing makes a lot of rocking. That's 3. And that's 4. All right. Get that out of the way. Okay. Set that up all proper like. There we go. Just want to be able to see if my legs are straight in this endeavor. Try to keep my legs straight. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really trying to keep things straight. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, now it's just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 of those. Breathing heavy. Feeling it. Blood's pumping. Good stuff. A little bit of blood flow. I don't know if the slapping helps blood flow. I'd like to think so. Don't need any blood flowing in my face right now, though. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also practicing the motion of moving my hips backwards a little bit. That is for tomorrow, the Wednesday lower body workout, Romanian deadlifts. Good move to practice moving your hips backwards. Okay, let's go to the real workout. That was the warm-up. And I am breathing. And that's another thing about these workouts. There is breathing exercises. 90 seconds of a rest, relax, breathe situation. All right. By the way, the way this thing goes is, I don't know why, I didn't feel like upping any of the exercises. Every week I try to up one, unless I did a bad job on something. Then if I, like last week on Friday, I had a failure. First exercise, second and third set, couldn't reach the numbers I wanted. So this Friday, I'm not upping anything. Last week, Monday, I got through it fine. So I am upping right here, the first set right here. Upping that by just a tiny amount. Next week, it'll be the second set, then it'll be the third set, and then I'll figure out the exercise. So the way this breaks down, shoulder raise, or not shoulder raise, shoulder press, 3 sets. Start at maximum, then a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Next one, 2 sets, lat pull downs. Start at maximum, then a little bit lower. Next one will be dips. Start at what I consider maybe my maximum. I don't know if I've hit there yet. Maybe I should have gone up on that one. Start here, go there. Next one will be, oh yeah, usually for weight exercises, you decrease the weight, but you do more reps. But you decrease by a little bit and you add like 2 more reps. So like I've already written down what I'm going to do, my targets on all this. It'll be first set will be 6, second set will be 8, third set will be 10. Then incline curls for the 4th exercise in this. 2 sets, 8 and 10, repetitions apiece. And the last exercise on the script is lateral raises. These fun things. The last one's the 5th exercise. If I have a 5th exercise, it gets kind of weird because there's 5 sets. And it's not a lot of weight. It's kind of rounding things out. All right. Gonna do a quick breathing exercise. Gonna set that for 90 seconds. This is gonna be, hopefully if I remember to, done between every single set. And there'll be a little bit of talking by maybe just because talking's fun. I guess hacky sack's fun too. Yeah. Not where I wanted to go with that. I wanted to kind of, nope, didn't want to do that either. I should be breathing, but I'm going to play for a second because play is important to me. There we go, right back into my hand, sort of. Wanted to go straight up and hit it a couple times, but it's not happening right now. All right, got time for the quickness. Quick breathing. Using my fingers to count, in nose, out mouth, because that's a standard. Here we go. Really fall into it. And that light is bright. Bright light. No food after midnight. Okay, so we're getting into this. I already preset the weight I needed. Did a little bit of stretching before the workout too. Didn't videotape that because these videos are already too long as it is. So, just get into that. This will be shoulder presses. I'm gonna lean back slightly so I'm not having danger of the weight fumbling around. If it fumbles around, I don't want it to fall behind my back. So it's almost cheating a little bit. But for safety issues, I will cheat a little bit. And yes, sometimes I do use things like momentum. I try to go for not perfect form, but I at least try to do full extensions on most of my stuff. All right, and the good news is I got video evidence of me either achieving or not achieving perfect form. Here we go. All right, there's this. Oh. All right, so instead of being like possibly being back, being kind of forward, maybe even a little bit more forward sometimes, just trying to keep that range. This will be for a set of 6. Let's hope I can do it. Like I said, this is the one I've upped. So, but I can feel the blood flow, I can feel the breath. We'll find out. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going for 6. And there's 6. And did not, thank goodness, on purpose on that one, I tried to go a little bit slower on the concentric motion or eccentric motion, whatever. The coming down, tried to come down kind of slow off of that one. All right, now the daunting task of putting the weights back on the thing. And then there's gonna be 90 seconds, and then there's gonna be a change. All right, you guys just stand. There we go. Oh. Instead of just trying to throw them up. Oh. Whew. Good news is I can go a little bit, I can go lighter. Next week, that second set will be up by a little bit, but it still won't be as much as the first set. So, like, for example, let's pretend that set was 20 pounds. My next set might be, this second set might be 10 pounds, and the set after that might be 5 pounds. Next week, it'll be 20 pounds, but the second set goes up to 15. Third set stays at 5. And then by the third week, 20, 15, 10. So everything goes up a little bit. It takes 3 weeks to go through an exercise that has 3 sets, 2 weeks to go through an exercise that has 2 sets. So not really doing anything what I consider injury prone on this. And that's the idea right there. Just gentle stuff that you can make a lifetime habit out of. We're not trying to get you jacked in 90 days. I hear there's videos for that. And I have failed. 2 versions of that. So just didn't keep it up. Couldn't even keep it up for 9 months. Yeah. Couldn't even keep it up for a few months. So, yeah. All right. Breathing before we do our next set. I'm gonna lean on this. I'm gonna kind of, there we go. Oh, that feels good. Gonna count. So it seems like I'm getting some good feeling right here, and here, and here. So good job. My muscles are not failing me. And I'm not pushing them to failure. Like I said, this is a gentle thing that you can ease into. You can dial in your prescription, whatever it is, dial in, stick to the script, make a script, stick to it, and gradually just up it little by little. And you'll probably reach points like I did last week where I got failure for not failure, I don't know. Well, I failed. Maybe my body was capable of more, but my mind could not push myself through that wall. So, anyway, besides discussing my failures, but hey, I'm going to be just gentle with myself. I want to become stronger. I want to become more healthy, but I'm not looking to conquer the world, not looking to be the best in the world at anything. I'm just looking to feel better about myself and my life and all that kind of stuff. So, and working out's part of that. So it's supposedly a good thing, and I'm being very gentle with it. But I tell you what, there is a part of me that just wants to push through everything, but I've been there before. Not the human being I want to be. On that note, this will be a set of 8. And the good news, I guess I didn't use a timer on that last breath exercise, so that's okay. I'm sure it was more than 90 seconds, and hopefully this talking will be less than 5 minutes. exercise. All right, let's do the time on that. There we go. Ready for another one. But this one gets turned down a little bit. It'll be a set of 10. Let's make a batch of repetitions. Oh, the oven seems overworked. Is it able for another batch? Oh, we know we can do it. Yeah, I get a little loopy sometimes. I wish I had an excuse saying like I get a little loopy when I work out. No, I just get loopy. Reason number 986 to keep my mouth shut most of the time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit fast there. 7, 8, 9. Feeling it. Definitely feeling it there. That was 10. So I accomplished my goals. A set of 6, a set of 8, and a set of 10. Next week, I look forward. Sort of. I'm going to pretend I look forward. If I pretend hard enough, I can convince myself. Subjective reality, y'all. Next week, I'm going to pretend, next week, I'm really going to look forward to upping that second set. Yeah, as I'm out of breath right now. Woo! Speaking of breath, let's sit down. Take a look at this. Don't get to touch those weights again till the 4th exercise. So, and I am going to turn them to their proper weight level for that 4th exercise. A little bit of preparedness. There we go. Just dial up the right weight. Oh, wrong number. There we go. All right. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah. I did not prep the other stuff for the second set, or not the second set, second exercise. But the 4th exercise is prepped. 5th one, I think that one's prepped too. So we only have, well, we got breathing. now, 15 seconds of words from no sponsors. Wow, that desk is echoey. Anyhow. All right. All right, for those of you that are playing at home, I did see a brown recluse by my front door recently. Tried to kill it. I had a cat for 11 years, and she died middle of March. Now it's May. It's almost the middle of May. It's been 2 months. I'm still kind of wrecked about it. I think I'll be wrecked for the next few years on it, but she was my little best buddy. Anyway, no idea what killed her. Till last week I saw that, well, yeah, I guess it was last week. Saw that brown recluse, and I figured she died by the front door. Brown recluse was by the front door. So that's the drama of my life. I think a brown recluse might have killed my cat. Not that it matters. Dead's dead. Yeah, I can kill the brown recluse, desecrate its body, do all sorts of, light it on fire. It's not gonna bring my cat back. Yeah, vengeance is not a winning game. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Oh boy. But I don't know, it's better to know than not know. That's most of the time in my life, it's always been better to know than not know. I'm hard pressed to think of a time where I was better off in my ignorance of bad things. So if anybody out there has a terminal disease and knows me, don't hide it from me. And if I have one, I'd let anybody I care about know. Fortunately, I am pretty healthy and hopefully sticking on that track. All right, enough talking. Let's do this thing. Scene change. Ooh. Yeah, I think there's enough light in here. There is part of me that wants to do the trusty, rusty, look at this angle. That's all. Yeah, I will turn on a lantern. Yeah, I think that's a good angle for all I want to do. Sounds good. Hello, Mr. Spiderweb. I'm pretty sure brown recluses don't have spider webs. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I'm not here for that. I'm here for this guy. Let's look at the numbers one more time. Okay. How can I forget that? But I did. All right, I'll do this thing right here. Gonna set up the weight. This is gonna be interesting. Back to remembering numbers. Is it a set of 6 or a set of 8? It is a set of 6. And the next set is a set of 8. All right, let's put some light on this. That was kind of good up there. That was kind of a good spot for it. All right. Get this web out of my face. Get the web out of your face. feels like a very full extension right there. Lean back a little bit, lean forward a little bit. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's perfect. Going for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. And there is 6. Definitely felt that. Switch the weight and do a set of 8. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I was too lazy to walk all the way over there to start the timer. I think it's been maybe 90 seconds since the last set. And now is coming up on the last set of this exercise. I just need to stand up and turn around. Yeah, I'll get there. Part sloth. Oh, don't deny your heritage. Move slow. Be proud to be part sloth. Oh, you got the laziness to back it up. Oh. Oh. That sounded a little bit too believable. All right. Set of 8. Don't make the body wait. It'll be a set of 8. Oh, fun thing, thumbs. For some weird reason, it seems like this is a little bit more difficult. That's the way I'm gonna go. Just because. Maybe last time I did that, it's almost like your automatic reaction to do that, but which serves you better? Probably over the top. It's probably a little bit more useful in life. And I want usable strength. All right, enough talking, more doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A lot of momentum there. Try this one with less momentum. 8. There was momentum. Oh, there was momentum. A little bit breathing and stretching before I do these dips. I guess that's about as far as I can go. I feel like a limit right there. I'm gonna try to get down that far, that low. I don't think I will though. It seems like I don't get down too low on my dips. So, right now, a little bit of breathing. Oh, that stuff I'm doing with my fingers, that's for counting purposes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Runs all the way up and down your fingers. So you got pointer, middle, ring, pinky, ring, middle, pointer. Add those all up, touching your thumb to each fingertip. You get a set of 7. Do it twice, you get a set of 13. Fun stuff. I'm only going to do a single set of counting for these breath exercises. Here we go. Just recently washed that towel. It smells really good. Or that rag. Little piece of cloth. Alright. Now we're just doing dips. Going for a set of 9. And then the second set will be a set of 7. Because I'm not changing the weight. I haven't set up a backpack with weights in it yet. I think I have a backpack somewhere. And I'm gonna just put weights in there. And then that way I won't have to do so many reps. I'll just, be able to up the weight. Was thinking about hanging upside down and doing some sort of simulated version of this with dumbbells. Somehow that seems like a bad idea. Just making sure it's 90 seconds. Because I am feeling it. Whew. I am so feeling this. Oh, I want to quit. Oh. I hope there's an afterlife. Part of the reason I'm doing this is for my cat, my mom, my grandma, all sorts of people that died in my life. Several aunts and uncles, friends. Not that I want to make them proud or anything, but I just believe that they hoped good things for me. And working out's a good thing, so. And also the experiment. And yeah, I was wrong. Holding oneself accountable is a lot easier to do if you put it on a camera. If there's visual evidence of you holding yourself accountable, you're more likely to hold yourself accountable. At least I am. But yeah, I've already screwed up a couple times. I've already skipped days. I've already talked too long while waiting for my body to feel like it needs to do another set. I got a notion that that feeling will never come. And it's just a good idea to do it. Fail, not fail. Just at least try. A lot of people have problems with the word try, but I try not to. And there it is again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got a feeling on that last one. I went a little extra deep. Started feeling wobbly a little bit in the middle there. Nothing too bad. Wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. Scary? What? That's a wrong descriptive word. Incorrect description. Although, yeah, maybe there was fear. There was maybe a fear of failure. Not hitting the number I want. A little bit of breathing. Then a set of 7. And we're done with the scenery. Got my happy lantern. shed some light on the subject of me doing these things and getting a little loopy and a little bit of breathing. Let's do this. Might be something to that. Set of 7. Hopefully that's been 90 seconds. I think I'm ready for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 7 felt a little weird. I couldn't lie and say it felt great. Okay. That's it with that scenery. There's the off button. All right. I knew something was going to drop. I was being so careful. Well, I didn't know. I was a bit concerned that something would drop. And sure enough, it did. Lots of things are dropping. Wow. All right, definitely don't want to drop that. Okay. I believe this is incline curls. I'm going to look at the script again just to make sure. I think that's a good vision for incline curls. All right. Has it really been 40 minutes? Time flies when you're not having fun. Yeah, it's been 40 minutes. No, I'm making this fun. And goodness be, if you've actually, anybody that's not, has a specific reason to watch this, actually got to this point, yeah, throw a comment in there, say, I got to this point. I would love to see, well, no, actually I wouldn't. I feel like I wasted somebody's time, so yeah, maybe don't type in a comment saying, I got to that point where you talked about getting to this point. Oh no. And I'd be like, oh no. I'm sorry I took up 40 minutes of your life. You didn't have a specific reason to watch this. Yeah, if, and I'm pretty sure I will, get to the 2-year period on this. When I get to that 2-year period, and it should be September 20, 2020.
2020 would be the actual 2-year period of this. I started this in September 2018, but I'm gonna push it all the way to like March 2021, because that feels like more of a definitive point, since I really held myself accountable. And that just might not seem like it, but the accountability kind of brought me to a new level. Should be hitting that timer right about now. Not going to. Do have the weights set up for incline curl. Let's make sure it's that. Incline curls. Oh, this one's interesting. Yeah, the joints. The other week I took a week off. Partially because of laziness, partially because I wanted the valid excuse, partially because my joints were hurting. I mean, that sounded like a valid excuse, but it turns out it's true. My joints feel a lot better now. So the week off, valid excuse that I hope it was. Hopefully my performance will be better because of that. And I don't know if that week off, actually when we pay attention to the finish line, am I better with that week off or am I worse with that week off? I would love to believe I'm a little bit better with that week off. I felt like my body really needed it. But that just means maybe I need to up my pain tolerance or something, I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe my body was really telling me the right thing to do or not do. But yeah, I've never had joint problems in my elbows before. I had muscle problems. I always felt soreness, but I never really felt a special kind of soreness in my joints. Never elbow joints, at least. And this go around I have. Oh yeah, I've done many workout go arounds. I've worked out with friends, worked out specific and weird workouts with different folks, and gonna do some breathing now. And make the seat make weird noises. Doing the stretchy dance. Stretched around. Boop, 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 boop. Why did I just sing my favorite song? No, that's not my favorite song. By the way, if you like music, and I've already told you this, check out the Onifrex stuff. There's 3 albums. One is 32 songs, so it has to be listed as a playlist, because the website that's hosting it does not believe in albums that are over 30 songs long. The second one, or the first one, is 17 songs. The second one is 1 song, and the third one is 32 songs. The third one averages out. If you average out all the songs, comes out to a mean 2 minutes. All those songs were specifically designed to be short. Actually, almost all those songs were designed to be put on repeat. But if you burn it to a CD player, you don't have the right MP3 player or whatever, there's a pause before it repeats again, and that ruins the effect on some of the songs. But if you have the ability to repeat something and make it seamless, where there's no scene, there's no pause, you are in for a treat. I will be doing a video on curls, but a weird kind of curl. Hammer curls, I'm not doing hammer curls, I'm doing regular curls right now. But like curls that are kind of like straight arm and then going like that. So you can kind of do it when you're in the chair. Those things are kind of fun. Like out here and then out there. That doesn't feel so good on my joints. Holding that out straight like that, that's a little bit more weight than I want to hold out straight. It's not a lot of weight. Thought it would feel. Oh, that's not a lot of weight. All right. There's no choice but to do this. The way forward is through. Let's get through with this. That is a cool sound. Shing, shing. Happy memories. I almost want to do hammer curls, but no, this is not hammer curls. There we go. By the way, this is a set of 8. 2, 3, 4. Why am I feeling that so much? Halfway through. 5, 6. That was disheartening. Halfway through. 7. Oh, juggling a little bit. 8. I tried not to use very much momentum. I think there a slight little bit of momentum snuck into that set. The way I'm feeling now, I'm not necessarily sorry about that. I know my form is going to get better, a little less squirrely. Here's a random thought about squirrelies. I like squirrels. My mom had some pet squirrels. Well, actually, as a family, we all had the pet squirrels, but they were closest to my mom. And there was one particular, Joey, he lived for like well over 12 years. And he was great. I got along with him the most. He could crawl on you even with your shirt off. He would, I remember I would have like little, pinprick marks, and my mom's arms were all sorts of scarred up for holding on to him and moving around everywhere for years. And I don't know, I see squirrels out in nature and I kind of feel a kinship to them. I remember pet squirrels and playing with them. And now they have a natural fear of humans for the most part. There was one, for the past year at work, I've been seeing him, called him Half-Tail, because half of his tail was cut off. And last week I saw him in the parking lot, not moving. Next day, saw him at the same spot, not moving, bugs on him. Just a little bit of sadness. It was nice seeing a squirrel that would chitter at me and I would chitter back at him, show up to work, leave work. Where I parked my work car, he was right near that one tree. I think he spent most time in that one tree. I couldn't tell if I was annoying him or he got used to me. I hope I made his life a little bit brighter, better. I don't know. Losing half your tail, that must be tough on a squirrel. Hopefully he had a good life nonetheless. Wow, that got bizarrely sentimental over something I shouldn't be sentimental about. What I should be doing is the work, not the feelings. This is not time for the feelings. This is time for the work. And that's what I'm doing. The only reason I'm slapping myself in the face is my nose itched. I didn't want to be like, "Roar." Alright. Haunches. I think that's haunches. I'm not sure. Alright, a little bit of a breathing exercise. That wasn't the best feeling. Wasn't that terrible though. Alright, I went ahead and itched my nose. Stretching during a breathing exercise is kind of special. I don't know why I didn't put that in here. Get a couple things done at once. Get a nice stretch, get a breathing exercise. I think I'm gonna, yeah. Let's see, put my hand on the drumstick. No. Feel that in my calves. All right, I think I'm ready. I think that's the way of it, and it shall be. When I watch this, later it shall be. That's a fun phrase. I think I see way too much meaning in that phrase. By the time it hits your ears, it's already later. It's the ultimate self-fulfilling prophecy. Anyway. Microcosms of the future. I never really liked that phrase, tomorrow never comes. I knew a guy named Tomorrow. Had 18 kids. Tomorrow never comes. The reason I really don't like that phrase is because today is yesterday's tomorrow. And that feels right. You know, when the target stops moving, it becomes real. So just labeling it tomorrow, that's a constant moving target. But tomorrow, like I said, today is yesterday's tomorrow. In other words, you force that target to stop moving. It makes life a lot easier. Set goals, specific dates, and all that kind of stuff. Although, I have heard evidence of specific days and certain types of goals not mixing. So, I'm playing the middle game. Some of my goals have specific dates. 2 years of this, for example. And I'm going to say March 16th, 2021. This whole thing is honoring Winx. And I never knew her exact birthday, but I did know, now I know her exact death day, so that's a bit morbid. A lot of weird stuff around in that March time. Mom dying, all that kind of stuff. Alright. Yeah, I think about my mom every day, but especially around Mother's Day, which just happened. The good news is I was able to tell some jokes about it and not get too emotional. And I consider that a good thing, being able to kind of control my emotions when appropriate. Not bottle them up, but when appropriate, when I'm alone, I let the emotions that I want to keep to myself out. And I think that's healthy. I hope that's healthy. It feels like it's the right path. So far, it seemed to do a lot more good than harm. But you gotta be completely alone, and you gotta have no danger of anybody else around. Then you can really just let yourself whine and keel and all that kind of stuff, and let it all flow. And see where it goes. Not push it, not try to push it out. Just let it flow. Give yourself a time and a time limit. Maybe one of these days I'll be so set and become a professional griever. Not a professional griever, but one that sets an alarm. Okay, I've had exactly an hour to do this. Speaking of doing this, this is being done 7:10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost grunted. 8, not gonna grunt. Almost did. 9. And dare I say it, that one's gonna be 10. Pure momentum bringing that up. Goodness be, we're at the end of this, the last exercise. Lateral raises. Gonna use the timer this time. Gonna get deep with the breathing. Gonna feel great about life. This is what it's about, man. Do the best with what you got. This is what I got. Let's make the moves. And the specific move I'm talking about is a lateral raise, which I'll do it front facing the camera first. What I should be doing is kind of a bounce up, then bounce, and then down. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait till this weight feels really, really light and easy, and then I'm going to throw the bounce before going to like the next level, add a few pounds. But first, this is the time where I breathe. I'm not going to put that weight on that case. Oh, that's a weird position. Feels somewhat natural though. Feel like I have to sneeze, but it's way down deep in there. There it is. By the way, both those were fake. I'm just kidding. Those were totally real. All right. There is a divot in my tile. I have no idea where that came from. And it's like a perfect line. Wow, that's weird. I know that there's going to be a comment. There's a divot in your tile. Put some caulk in it. Put your caulk in it. No. Although that's probably one of the funniest phrases. That whole tile and caulking and, you know. Anyway. This is working out. This is not comedy. Oh, may I never lose the humor of a 12-year-old boy. All right. Breathing without sneezing. Take 2. Breathing without snotting into your mustache. Take 3. Gonna breathe and walk and find a napkin or a Kleenex. You ever blow your nose so hard you pop your eardrum? Almost did that. All right, one more big breath. That feels like a stretch. Breathing and stretching, there's something magical about that. All right, lateral raises, set of 15, set of 5, set of 5, set of 5, set of 5, 4 sets of 5. You're gonna need a little blood flow for this. There we go. That's a little bit of blood flow. Eventually I'm just gonna get a rubber hose. And this video will totally change connotations. All right. Oh yeah, I gotta see the frame of it. Oh boy. Another pause that
Not intended for this time. All right. Let's just frame it up just in case. All right.
Darn, I got to rest for a few more seconds. Woe is me. What a good life I have. Here we go. A little bit of bend in the elbows. It feels better that way. Probably not the best thing to do. That's 5, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9. A little fast. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15. Not much breathing exercises. Just gonna kind of let the weights dangle and move. Oh, that's kind of good. Oh, that's kind of bad. Set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fly, little birdie. Third set out of 5. Here we go. Set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. All right. Heading towards that 4th set. That 4th set. It's getting ready. It's coming out of the kitchen. Corner. Oh, thank you. Oh, this looks nice. I would eat that even with that hair on it. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a dual joke on there about eating out, but I won't go there. All right. Last set of 5. 5th set coming up. End of the workout coming up. Is that more to your liking? Oh, absolutely. I think this will sate my appetite quite thoroughly. Thank you very much. Is any more than 20% considered flirting? Because I don't want to, but I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Loopy, stream of consciousness. Woo! Not string, but stream. Stream of consciousness. The string of consciousness, that's a thread that should not be pulled. The stream of consciousness should be swam in at this time while I'm getting loopy. All right. No, not using that. There we go. I miss our little chats. Now I can have a chat without you interrupting me. What will I talk about at 1 hour and 4 minutes into this thing? Well, I'm not going to talk about anything right yet. I'll listen to everything you have to say while I'm doing a breathing exercise. So, chat amongst yourself. Good to hear. One of those breaths near the end. I almost drooled when I was just kind of holding on that emptiness. anybody gets to this point in the video, may peace be with you, my friend. Paz, I think. I don't know if that's Portuguese or Spanish. Paz. Maybe both. Probably not. Well, I thank you for your existence, whether you've gotten this far on this or not. Whether you're double checking me, whether you're rooting for me, whether you're indifferent, or dare I say, even if you dislike this and this whole concept. I'd love to believe that it takes all types to make a world, and hopefully I'm one of those types. Here's a fun little thing. I've started actually using tools to clip my nails instead of just biting them and throwing them out the window while driving. Yeah, that for years, that's all I would do. Like, I never used a nail clipper, just like, you know, only on my toes I would use a nail clipper, but on my hands, just like, I'd feel my palms and like, oh, nail went into palm, bite the nail. And I say this as I'm messing around with a loose cuticle. Or I get, not cuticle, whatever that skin before your nail is. Like, I want to just like rip into it and tear it off and just cause a bloody mark. But no, if I do it right, hopefully no bloody mark. I don't like those, but I also don't like loose skin tags, you know, you just... Anyway, so maybe I am growing up a little bit, actually using nail clippers. I remember my mom used to really cut my nails short when I was a little tiny kid. And she used to have this thing, like my nails would be all dirty. She's like, what, are you going to a funeral? I never had the guts to say to her, like, when we do go to a funeral, should I just get my hands in the dirt and I'll be ready to go? Oh, man. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I hope there's an afterlife. It'd be so cool to see you again. Although, for those out there, it's like all your dead relatives are watching you when you're doing something embarrassing. I know I heard a joke about that recently. I can't remember the joke, but it's a great concept. Eventually, I'll do a video about trying to learn how to juggle. Maybe I'll make it interesting, start with knives or something. Yeah, I know there's a concept there. Like, you throw one up and then, there we go. That's how you do it. No, I'll do it for more than one cycle. But might as well start, that's a great idea. All right, the idea is have a video of me learning how to juggle, but starting, not practicing it beforehand, not like setting it up. I mean, I know the concepts now. I know it's like the toss in the middle thing, but start out like whatever level, 0 or -1 or 1, whatever level I'm at now. Start that video and just like take up the time, maybe set up some boxes or something, and go with knives and just like, you know, whatever that circus song is. And then yeah, just figure out a way like, oh, I can think about skill building. All right, so what's a skill building hypothesis I have? Simple building blocks, bite-sized chunks. So I'll start out with something like, if I can toss one up and down, one hand, 10 times. No, I'll go 13 times, 13 times, 13 times. And then I'll do one, toss the other one, toss, and then toss, and toss. And then I don't think you can juggle 2 knives that way, because there's the toss like that. Maybe. But then, really want to get to that flip thing and be able to do 3, because I know it's a really distinct flip that you do. And then maybe 2 in one hand. So I'm going to skip over 2, just going to juggle one thing, then going to go right into 3, because I know it's a cross thing. 1 across, 2 across, 3 across, 1 across, 2 across, 3 across. It might be weird holding 2 in one hand and starting off. That can be practiced too. Break that down into the chunk. Just 2 in one hand, 2 in one hand, 2 in one hand. Oh, I'm liking this more and more. This is good. I 2 in one hand, drop 2 in, yeah. Huh. Or just maybe the first run. 2 in one hand. Yeah. Break it down to small chunks. See which chunk. If I'm not doing it, break it down to something smaller. That's it. And then try to get 13 cycles successfully, put in another chunk. If the chunk's too big, break it down smaller. Totally dynamic without a script ahead of time. Too much of a script, just a concept. If that makes any sense. Okay. For real time, this is the end of the video. Later it shall be.